All right. Excuse me. Tuesday recap. Yeah, today's Tuesday. Okay. Um, so going into the day, we flipped this big gap on the 4 hour after sweeping out this low inside of this giant gap. So was pretty bullish. Um, the whole like since Asia, we just been like printing bullish structure. So basically, I wanted longs. I'm just gonna go over AM quick because it was pretty simple. Um, let's see here. Yeah, so market opens. We tap into a 5 minute gap down below, and then we get this reaction, which is good, but it's not necessarily enough for me to take a trade. There's nothing that we're flipping right here. There's no gap. We do get a change in the state, but I don't trade like that. But I always keep my eye on it. I saw the change in the state. I saw the fair value gap. I'm like, okay, we probably will respect it, but just not an entry for me. We end up going higher, and then we retrace, and then we get a flip like this. Um, that is pretty free. Reason why I didn't take it, number one, is because I was too focused on my account. All I wanted on my account was just I just wanted to pass it, right? And what I needed was with the max sizing was like a 1.2, 1.3 risk to reward. Right here, the high was like right here. So my TP would have been past it, and all like that's just a 1-to-1. If I did take the trade and I held it for the RR, I would have hit, you know? But just like the lesson of this is just like if you see a good setup and you're confident in it hitting something, take it, bro. They're like, even if it's not you're like you want more risk to reward, this it's still your edge and a way to get you money. So no reason why I shouldn't have taken that. Was just too focused on the money aspect of passing the account instead of actually trading. And yeah, just sad. Then we started chopping around a little bit, and then we got up again, retraced to a probably a 5 minute gap, and then we inverse it kind of weak, I'm not gonna lie. Um, and then yeah, we got this upside move, whatever. Um, Still getting to my trade that I took. Yeah, I ended up taking this. Looking back at it, it looks terrible, but it really isn't too bad. There was a low, yeah, these lows right here. We were in an hourly gap, and we are bullish, very bullish. Um, but I kind of wanted to see those lows get hit because we got pretty close to it. We got a shit ton of bearish structure to only shorts, and what do? We retrace to these gaps. Did we retrace to equilibrium? We we did to the tick, and then we flipped this gap with displacement and speed. So end up taking that. Stops up here, and it was a let's just say it was a very quick break even because ES took that low out, and I went break even because just I'm going against the trend, I guess. And am I 100% confident on that low hitting? No, because we are, you know, bullish. And on the contrary, this flip right here, taking that gap with the SMT down here, it's a good flip. It's a good long. Take it to these highs, 1-to-1 runner to like these highs or something. Not bad. Now, getting to the trade that I took today, I took it in Asia actually, which I usually never do, but I saw how Asia opened and it just looked very clear to me. We're still very bullish and we have a giant gap to fill. What I expected was after we tapped into this for value gap and then we flipped down here, I just wanted these gaps to get inverse and then I would have entered and taken it to like this low or the gap, depending on our situation. Um, but then we end up sweeping this, we flipped out of it, and then looking to the left, the only thing that's stopping us from going to this high is this fair value gap. So we got this strong displacing candle closing above this high another couple candles. We respect this for value gap right here, and I entered midway in this candle because during Asia, like sometimes we literally just fucking diddy up. And I was confident. Really the added confluence for this was the respecting of the gap. And I put my stops. Hold on. Put my stops. We have the bottom of this gap, right? Yeah. Bottom of that gap because this gap should hold us. There's no reason why I should come all the way down here. And my TP was a little bit above. It's like right here. So how I played it, right, was enter right here. We chopped around a little bit. We got a nice close above. And then I was like, okay, um, kind of just want us to diddy up now. And then I looked in the 5 minute. We had a 5 minute gap, right? And this is tough because I was like, okay, it's unmitigated. We could retrace down to there, but um, I just I saw how close ES was. ES right here was that close to that high. There's no way we retrace all the way down here and then get a flip out of it. We could, but it's just not likely. It's not probable. And so when we retrace back down to my entry and we got a nice bullish candle right there, I added a little bit more and I pulled my stops all the way to here. Why? Because I knew this fair value gap was going to be inversed, and this fair value gap's already mitigated. It shouldn't be tapped back into after this is inverse, especially, we get a nice strong candle up, and then we, really fast just hit TP, and just like that, I passed the account. So, not the way necessarily I wanted to pass the account, and I'd rather not be in Asia, I'd rather not trade Asia, but it had good volume and I was confident on draws and liquidity. And so same as usual, just different time. Um, yeah, that's it for the Tuesday recap. I don't know if I'm gonna be trading tomorrow because since I took it in Asia, I don't know if it's actually going to switch the accounts over to the funded um before like AM starts. So depending on that, if it doesn't, obviously I'm not gonna be trading, or I might just paper trade and like do homework on the side. We'll see. But yeah, it just depends if they actually get the account to the funded, which last time I did it, it happened at the end of the day, like market close, like 4 p.m. ish. So if it's the same, if it's like time like three or 4 hours after you pass the account and you get it, then I'll get it tonight and I'll wake up and I'll trade. But part of me believes that they probably just do it all at the end of the day. And this is the very, very beginning of the day, technically. So yeah, that's it.